Hello guys, welcome back to the Brute Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to cover a very new project on Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and several other chains. And this project is called Prism Network or Prism, right? Again, as always, guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects that we cover on this channel. And for this project, I highly recommend you guys to go to their website prismnetwork.io in order to learn more about this project, right? So, what is Prism Network? So, Prism Network is basically a launchpad project, right? So, discover the newest innovative projects, and they also have a link where you can click the launch dashboard, and it will give you their dashboards on what projects are currently being available on the launchpad. So universal EVM launchpad, or EVM means Ethereum virtual machine. So they are having a launchpad platform that is compatible for any form of Ethereum virtual machine based projects, right? Prism Network gives users and projects the freedom to choose the communities and ecosystems they want to be a part of. So, if you are someone who has used several launchpads, you would know that there are launchpads that don't really give the freedom for people to choose the specific communities, because once you participate in a once you participate in a specific project, you are kind of expected to follow their Discord, be a part of the Telegram, and you're kind of being forced to do that in order to get early access to a particular token. But Prism Network aims to do something a little different, and they want to give users and projects the full freedom to choose the communities that you're going to work with and the ecosystems that you want to be a part of, right? So again, there's also a link that says you can kind of like see their current launchpad projects. We'll cover that shortly. So they have partnerships with Binance Smart Chain, again one of the most popularly growing blockchains in the crypto space. Polygon, also a fast growing community or an ecosystem, which is a side chain or a second layer solution on the Ethereum blockchain. You can also you can also see that they're partnered with Tomo Chain as well as XDAI. Tomo Chain is a different project which is not as popular as the other two, but XDAI is also a second layer solution on top of Ethereum, right? So you have some really big, fast growing projects that are partnering with Prism Network. So it's very interesting to see that. So if you see the current launchpad that's available, they have again different sections for the different networks that they operate in. Unfortunately, I haven't connected my MetaMask wallet to this website because I'm recording this video on my phone, and therefore I won't be able to show you guys what projects are in each of these different blockchains. But you can clearly see that for Ethereum there is a two sets of launchpad projects that's available. Binance Smart Chain, there's going to be Binance Smart Chain A and B, Polygon A and B, and Tomo Chain A and B, as well as XDAI A and B, right? So when they mentioned about the fact that you are given the opportunity to choose between the community and the ecosystem, this is what they mean. So if you take, for example, XDAI A and XDAI B, if there's a project in XDAI A and if there's a different project in XDAI B, you can kind of pick and choose which project you want to be a part of and which community you want to be a part of, and select that particular launchpad project, rather than trying being forced into participating in something that you may not necessarily be interested in, just because you hold certain tokens, and that doesn't mean that you have to be involved in the launchpad for every project that you may or may not like. So this is basically a unique feature that is being brought by the Prism network, right? Although it is a very subtle change, it's not really considered as an innovative addition. It's still something that makes it much more unique compared to several other launchpad projects. So that's very interesting to see. So yield farm hosting, enjoy a host of yield farming pools from various projects. So you can also look into doing yield farming by accessing their website. So you can also click the link here that says view current yield farms in order to access some of the yield farming pools from various different projects. It's a nice additional service that they have on top of their Launchpad platform. Farming as a service is also available on the Prism network. So again, apart from just being a Launchpad, a primary Launchpad focused project, they also offer other services that may retain new users within the platform, and that's kind of like a strategy that I really like. So if you see some of the current yield farming farming as a service offers available for Ethereum basically is Prism, Musk LP, Discover ETH LP, and if you see Binance Smart Chain, you have B Prism, which is the Binance Smart Chain version of Prism. So B Prism BNB, Trust BNB on Polygon. You have to kind of like wait because it's still not available yet. Same for Tomo Chain and same for XDAI. So you kind of have yield as a farming as a service feature within the Prism network, which is very interesting to see. And you can also see that there are other exotic coins that are available to be paired with Prism. So you can kind of see that the APYs for these exotic pairs would be extremely high, and that kind of creates an opportunity for people who want to use the service on Prism network, right? And as more and more projects start migrating to Polygon, you can also see some really cool farms with really high APYs being listed on the Polygon section in the Prism network website. The same for Tomo Chain as well as for XDAI as well, right? So again, something that you guys can obviously do a deep dive into if you want to be a part of this. If you see infrastructure partners, they are partnered with Certic and Omnisia, which is again another project that I believe is involved in auditing crypto-based smart contracts, but it's a relatively less well-known auditing firm. But Certic is obviously one of the most popular auditing firms, so that's very interesting to see, right? Again, very cool website, very short and sweet. They're close to having a fully developed ecosystem, but since they're focusing on multiple different chains, it is going to take some time, and as different chains gain different levels of popularity, you can expect certain projects to be much more popular than others. But apart from just using it as a launchpad project, you can also do farming as a service, and you can also look at some of the yield farming opportunities that's available within their network, right? So if you click at the three lines on the top right corner, you can see their docs, which I highly recommend you guys to read, some forms, their Discord link, and get Prism. So if you see, you can get Prism on Uniswap, PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain. Uniswap is on the Ethereum network, QuickSwap on Polygon, LuaSwap on Tomo Chain, as well as HoneySwap on XDAI. So again, if you are worried with the high gas fees on Ethereum, you have several different options. All of them are pretty much decentralized and have their own networks, and that's very, very interesting to see, because you can pretty much get it from any network or any side chain that you want, right? So that's very interesting. So let's quickly click the Launchpad feature itself and see how it looks like. So if you see, this is the Launchpad. Again, you have to have your MetaMask wallet connected to this app in order to fully access the current Launchpads. So I highly encourage you guys to do the same as a part of your own research project, right? So Prism Network is the first to enable cross-parachain trading via its native bridges, access to which is granted by the Prism token. So again, it's interesting that they have used the word parachain, because parachain is a term synonymous with the Polkadot ecosystem, but nonetheless, I think they are kind of referring to the interoperability nature of this network, and the feature, one of the main features that Prism token, which is the native token of the Prism network, has is basically allows people to migrate tokens in a cross-chain manner, and people who have the Prism token have the capability to do that, right? So that's very interesting. Prism's Launchpad and partner pairs benefit from being a part of the ecosystem by having instant access to assets and services. So again, they are basically presenting their Launchpad feature as well as the partner pairs feature, which is again farming as a service, obviously offers partner pairing services from let's say projects like Musk, which is paired with the Prism token in order to generate high yielding APYs, right? So by using and offering those services and by using their Launchpad feature, they're basically their main focus is to build their own ecosystem and to enable people to have instant access to both the services within the same platform, right? So very interesting project indeed. I highly recommend you guys to check this out. Again, if you want to also check out their current Launchpads, which is something that we'll check out. I think that's something that we discovered before. So if you see the dashboard, again, it's basically the same, same app, same DApp. So again, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research and look into that, right? So let's go to the CoinGecko page for Prism Network. So this token is a relatively new token and therefore it doesn't really have a ranking on CoinGecko yet. But it is worth $37.05 at the time of making this video, and it recently had a really decent dip of about 15% in the past 24 hours. Again, market cap information is not really available, but if you see the total max supply seems to be extremely low, about 27,000 tokens, which is surprisingly low, and you can clearly expect this token to be crossing the triple digit mark, which is basically like be somewhere above $100 in price point pretty soon. It is going to be an extremely volatile token, so I recommend you guys to bear extreme caution because it's a very new project and it's a very volatile project because of its extremely low market cap, right? I can imagine this project having a less than $5 or $10 million in market cap at the very most, and that's an opportunity for people who want to invest in early tokens that they probably have missed out on the seed sales or public token sales, but they can still access this in reputed decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and several other chains, and thereby grab some tokens when it has a extremely low market cap and also when it has a really significant dip, right? So this is an opportunity for people who want to participate in any token which, at an early stage, right? When it's extremely like a small micro cap or a nano cap token, right? So that's pretty interesting. I really like the tokenomics, although the tokenomics is like in this case very extremely low. The max supply is extremely low, which makes it extremely scarce. So if you are planning to buy this token, you probably need to be aware that you are holding a token that is not really not really going to be available for many people, even if the market cap significantly increases, right? And thereby the price is going to go only in one direction, and that's in the upward direction, right? So let's look at the charts again. I do believe that this token has incredibly high potential. If you see, this token was available since yesterday. I mean, the price point for this token was available since yesterday, and it has been significantly decreasing all the way from a price point of $65.84 and being at pretty much at its all-time lows right now. I do believe that this token will continue to dip and touch the $30 mark and probably even go below it. Again, if you are planning to buy this token after doing your own research, obviously, then any price point to buy at this stage is going to be a good price point because it has pretty much dipped significantly low, and it may continue to dip and touch the $30 mark. Again, by loading up on this token, you are kind of loading up on a token that is extremely scarce and with the low market cap, and the price point is definitely going to, the returns are going to be extremely high, right? If you look at the Bitcoin comparative, although it doesn't really mean anything when it comes to Bitcoin comparative because you can't really buy any of these any of this token with the Bitcoins, but I'll still try to present a Bitcoin perspective because there are certain people who want to see a price of an altcoin in respect of a Bitcoin comparative rather than dollar comparative. So for people who like that, the token price was initially worth 0.001 Bitcoin or about 100,000, 120,000 satoshis per token yesterday, and now it's kind of like you can get it for 57,000 satoshi. So a pretty really significant dip indeed. And again, for people who wanna use this token as a means to accumulate more sats, it's a really good opportunity to buy, obviously after doing your own research, right? So if you look at the ETH comparative, on the other hand, this token was worth a 0.02 ETH yesterday, and today it's kind of like 0.01 ETH. I do expect this token to go below 0.005 ETH, and that will be a good entry point if you're planning to buy this token with Ether on Uniswap. Otherwise, you can probably buy it from PancakeSwap using wrapped BNB or probably BUSD, right? So that's pretty interesting indeed. So it's a very early token. So if you are buying this, you are pretty early in the game, right? So if you look at this on the market, on CoinMarketCap, you can clearly see that they haven't really updated it. It's so new that it's not really been updated. You can pretty much buy it from Uniswap using Ether, but as we saw from their website, you can obviously buy it from you can buy it from PancakeSwap, I believe with BNB, wrapped BNB or BUSD. You can buy it on QuickSwap, Polygon, in the Polygon network, using either Matic or again USDT, I believe. Tomo chain using Tomo. You can also buy it from HoneySwap on XDAI using USDT or even with DAI, right? So pretty interesting token indeed. Again, it's a very new project. My final verdict on this project is that I think this token has an easy potential to at least do a 10 to 20x initially, and maybe even a possible 50x if it gains traction. Again, you guys know the craze that people are having for launchpad based projects. If you take any launchpad project, including like some of the famous ones like DAO Maker, Poker Starter, you know, as well as several other launchpad projects. Even on Binance Smart Chain, you can see BSC Pad, which we also covered in our channel. If you want to check out that video, it's in my video section, so please find that. And if you see several other launchpad projects, they have done extremely well because launchpads offer an opportunity for people to buy a token at a seed sale price, which is extremely low. And once it launches, the token even worse performing tokens at least make a minimum of a 10x, right? Especially in projects that are launched on DAO Maker or Poker Starter or anything like that, So being a launchpad project, Prism is going to probably have the same effect, where any project that's being listed on Prism will have a high chance of being successful, right? And that will kind of enable Prism to be a project that will grow exponentially well. But the unique thing about Prism is that they're also having farming as a service as an option to retain people and give more use cases to people who hold the Prism token. So that's all being said. I believe that this project has an incredibly high potential to grow. If you see the token price, it may look like it's slightly expensive because there are tokens that are available for less than $10 or even less than $1. So compared to those projects, this token may sound a bit more on the high end, but a token worth $33 with a dip of 24% in the past 24 hours, and with a probable market cap of less than $10 million at least, and with a very low circulating supply and a very low maximum supply, I think this token is a really good opportunity to buy if you like these kind of projects, right? Again, please do your own research before investing your money on this token. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors. You guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.